Good morning, guys, and this is June once again for another video. It is going to be talking about any subject or any topic. So we kind of discuss for anything that comes up to my mind at this point of time during this time, and I would say I will dwell into the topic with regards to, let's say, how I have managed my work, um, especially in terms to how effective I am, and yeah, what's my practices. So, well, I always believe that I am capable of doing things that I can learn. So I'm always open for new learnings or maybe even challenging tasks or responsibility. Then I know I can be able to to do, and I have the capacity to do it. So just give me a second. So it's part of my character, actually. I would say that since I grow up from a poor family, I would say, and though not so poor that we can afford education, my parents still tried their best to raise us, to have each one of us, my siblings, to school and to finish, yeah, our studies. So I would happily say that all of us have finished our studies. Only one have left, who is to finish her study. Um, and I would say that our parents are proud because we have achieved different things. And even during my younger years, I used to be one of the achiever in the class. So with those hard working parents that we have, we kind of emulate them and have somehow copied or maybe acquired, that's the right word, acquired this type of character, especially my mom. I could imagine, and I always look to my mom how she tried her best to stay on the same company. I mean, though she might not have any option during the time, and it was the only company that accepts her. And I believe she don't have the of course the all this um, the it's not easy for him. I mean, that's the word. It's not easy for him to just transfer job from one another just because she don't like the first job, the current job. He needs to have maybe a better job, but he works in that company because she needs to support us, all of us. And although my father has a job, but then he is the kind of person who has his own um, aspirations. So maybe dreams to be someone, and so he jumped from one company to another, although he stayed for a few years, and somehow also um, maybe I would say I have acquired that particular what's it called, this character or the personality where I choose to have a better job compensation. And of course, each one of everyone wants to have a better job, better pay to support. So I cannot um, well complain or let's say I cannot ask my dad to stay in the company or yeah, that's his decision. We respect it. Just that some of the maybe patterns and how she have been work. Um, well, my dad was very also hardworking. He works a lot in terms of his responsibility over a certain task set to rule. There was one time when I can remember he was connected to a private um, businessman in our location or in our city where I grew up. The city where I grew up, there was a businessman who have a chain of store, really, from one location to another, and he was actually a distributor, I believe, of particular product, a known company here in the Philippines, and yeah, because of that, that was actually a paralegal, legal, paralegal officer, and what that means is that my dad is actually responsible for that part of those communications when it comes to sending memo or reminders to those who have um, credit. I mean, yeah, some of from the businessmen who have owe him from the products that they are purchasing because those product, I mean, they have, let's say, a contract for getting it. I mean, they just like we call this purchase order, something like that, and then they will only be paying that for some period of time. So there's what they call a grace period before they can settle that because they are also doing business and they need to consume the product in a certain period of time and they can just get the return and give it back. That's it.